Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Srimate Lakshmi Nrusimha Prabhavam Namaha. Namaskaram. Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami. Hey Nrusimha, we know nothing. We fell into the pit, the ocean of Samsara Sagara, again and again. You protected your devotee Prahlada from raging fires, the deep ocean, from falling off a mountain peak, from the poison of powerful serpents. You are the only one omnipresent and supremely generous. O Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami, please bestow upon your merciful glance upon us. Save us, guard us, give us enlightenment. We surrender to your lotus feet. Lead us to moksha. In all episodes before, if you check in, I was discussing about karma, its happenings, how it plays everything. What is good or bad in simple terms. The answer as usual at the end of the story. Now, the story starts. There was a noble king who ruled Kashi, Varanasi. He was a noble soul doing lot of dharmas, lot of punyas. So famous in providing annadana, the food for all. Particularly, he was happy providing food, shelter, everything to learn Brahmins. Daily, lots of Brahmin scholars, Vedic Pandits came to his palace, showed their scholarly skills, had their part of receivings, had a stomach-filling feast with all sweet savories and returned very happily. One fine day, everything was going on in the open kitchen with wood fire stoves, and in a particular big voluminous vessel was the kheer boiling, getting ready. Rice, jaggery, coconut with all sort of cardamom, kishmish, cashews, beautiful rich kheer. This big vessel was open with the cooking finished then only. Now, in the sky was flying a vulture with a dead snake in its mouth. When it was crossing this particular kitchen, the poison sac of the snake fell into this open vessel of kheer. Everything over. When the food was served, hundreds of Brahmins fell dead. Ridiculous scene. Now, whose sin, the papa, is this? Who is to be held responsible for the death of these Brahmins? The cooks did their part of job. The vulture was carrying its prey, the snake. The snake has no hand in this, it was already dead. Now, the effects of this sin was waiting. One day, some Brahmins from some distant cities who know nothing, who had no knowledge of what has happened before, came to the palace gates. One of them asked the lady shopkeeper there, "Is this way to the palace of the great king of Varanasi, who provides food for Brahmin with such a kind heart?" She replied, adding also, "This is the way to the palace, but whoever eats there, Brahmins in particular, dies there itself." This was a regular happening. That was a reply. Now the account of the papa got settled. The effects of the sin, the effects of the papa committed was totally accounted on this lady. And she had to undergo the fullest effect of what happened that particular day. This is what lot of us do. We always talk about things that doesn't concern us, or without knowledge about that particular issue at all. We never fall short of spreading unnecessary stories. Now, the answer to the question. Nothing is a sin unless it affects others, which doesn't deviate from the path of dharma. There is a very simple way to avoid confusion. Sometimes we find it confused, dizzy-headed in deciding whether what we do is right or wrong, papa or punya. Now, an easy way. Before such confusions, stand before our Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami, have him in our inner mind, be sincere, be honest, trust him, talk with him, say him, "I am to do this, but I am not aware whether it is right or wrong. I am not aware of the effects of it. I beg you, O Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami, please lead me in a correct, better path." Now, if you do this, he is there ready to take whatever happens to you if some ill happens to you too. Never worry, don't bother, Narasimha is there. You will do only the rightmost thing, and that will be added to the list of your punyas. Whatever you do, whether you are confused whether it is a good deed or a bad deed, stand before Narasimha, think of him, he will take care of everything. Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami. Kerala Temple Nrusimha Kshetra's minor details about that. First one is Karamuri Nrusimha Swami, located at Karamuri of Kottayam district in Kerala. It can be reached from Kaidapallam, approximately 1 kilometer on Kottayam Karukachal Road. Kumbha Mantravana Star is the main festivity day here. Next one is the Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami temple at Manakadu, Thodupuzha. This is located 3 kilometers from Thodupuzha from Idukki district. It is located in Manakad, Thodupuzha, Ramamangalam Road. The main deity is Nrusimha Murti here. This temple is about 200 years old. Both Nrusimha Swami temples to be visited. Now the beautiful Lakshmi Nrusimha Sahasranama Stotram. Bahuyojana Vistirnam Bahuyojana Mayatham Bahuyojana Hastangri Bahuyojana Nashikam Maharupam Mahavagram Mahadamsram Mahabhujam Mahanatam Maharaudram Mahakayam Mahabhalam. It says, hey Lakshmi Nrusimha Swami, you are the mighty one, many yojanas in size, whose hands and feet could not be measured. You have a Bahuyojana Nachika, your nose is big too. You are gigantic, with a big gigantic mouth with teeth, arms, and your presence, your walk, majestic and gigantic, who is ferocious, with a gigantic body, with all available power that rests on you. Srimate Nihimanta Mahadeshikaya Namaha.